Jesus, you keep right on making a way for the poor. All these days, you keep making a way for the poor. All these days, Jesus, you keep making a way for the poor. Oh Lord, you keep making a way. When Satan thought he had me bound, you loosed the shackles from my feet and turned my life around. But all of my friends, they talked me down. But Lord, you had my back when they couldn't be found. Wonderful hours, Lord of the day. Thank you because you keep making a way for the hours, Lord of the day. You keep right on making a way. Let me say it like this. When I fell down, oh, Satan thought he had me bound. But you loosed the shackles from my feet and you turned my whole life around. With all of my friends, when my friends talked me down, you were right there when they couldn't be found. Lord of the day, nobody but you kept right on making a way. Wonderful hours, Lord of these days, you keep making a way. Lord, you keep right on making a way out of no way. Oh, Lord, you did what I couldn't do it for myself, Lord. Wasn't nobody but you, Lord. But I laid down last night, slumming and stuff all night long, right early this morning. You did it again, just like you did for me. You sit on the angel down, touch my feeble body. Lord, I was able to get up and walk around on my own 2 legs. And I want to tell you, thank you. Thank you. Nobody but you. Thank you, Lord. You did it for me, Lord. And you didn't only do it for me. Did anybody out there? No God will make a way for you. You ought to go on from hand and tell God, thank you for making a way out of no way. Go up your hand and tell me, Lord, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Can't nobody do it like you, Jesus. Can't nobody do it. Nobody can do it like you, Jesus. Oh, Lord, I thank you for turning my life around. I thank you for picking me up every time I fell down. I give you the honor. I give you the glory.
You brought me out of darkness, put me on the right road. Thank you, Lord. to say, and I met you my whole life. Lord, you did a change me. 'Cause you brought me out of darkness into this marvelous light. Oh, Lord, Lord, you did a change me. You brought me out of darkness. You put me on the right road, Lord. The prisons to hang me. I don't think with no more. 'Cause life so over the sand, and I met you my whole life, and oh Lord, Lord, you did a change, 'cause you brought me to this marvelous life. Oh Lord, you did a change, oh, you did a change. Jesus did a change. He took me from the wrong road today. And placed my feet on the solid rock she said. I don't have to worry about my mother. Jesus did a change in me. I don't have to worry about my father. Jesus did a change in me. 'Cause you brought me to this marvelous life. Oh Lord, you made a change. Oh, you made a change. You made a change. Jesus made the change. You made the change. Talking about Mary, baby. Talking about Mary, baby. Come on, Dr. Jesus. Come on, Dr. Jesus. Rock me when I'm weary. Rock me when I'm weary. Feed me when I'm hungry. Feed me when I'm hungry. Never leave me. Never leave me. Lord, if you want, you never leave me. Lord, make that change. I need you right now. Come on in the house, Lord. Right now, Lord. Lord, I need you, Jesus, to walk with my mother. Lord, I need you, Jesus, to talk to my father. Lord, I need you, Jesus, to hold my sister's hand, hold my brother's hand, never let him go along. Lord, you can change him. 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 One of these old mornings, I'm going up to heaven. I'm gonna sing and shout. Nobody up there to turn me out. Jesus made the change. He said, I live right. He'll be my God. He said, I live right. He'll be my God. He said, I live right. He said, be my God. Be my friend, Jesus. Be my friend, Jesus. Come on in the house. I thank God for you. Lord, I'll be all right.
Hey everybody, it's Fred Willis with Soul Prosper Radio, and I want you to know that PGGM Radio is the perfect place for your ministry. Whether you're a church, a preacher, or another great show host like myself, PGGM Radio is the perfect place for your ministry. Playing great gospel music and ministry is the makeup of this great station, and you should make it your business to make PGGM the new home of your ministry. Contact Evangelist DJ Renee for more details today.
All right. Look no further. You need a bus? Why not try Games Adventures Unlimited? We got just what you need. We have a bus for every occasion. Airport transportation, cruise line transfers, also group charter service, casino trips, national sporting events, also weddings, reunions, and parties, church and school field trips. We also specialize in college sports teams and programs, emergency transportation. You can give us a call at 985-345-7629. We're located at 465 Morris Boulevard, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401. You can also go to our website, see our buses and more information at www.gatenbuscharters www.gatenbuscharters.com. That's right. That is www.gatenbuscharters.com. Hey, give us a call. Give us a text. We need to hear from you.
Yeah, listen. Once I was on a lonely road, had nowhere to go. I couldn't find nobody help me carry my load. I turned it over to Jesus. He been always by my side. He promised me a long time ago, he'll always be my guide. Ever since that wonderful day, I can truly say, yo, I'm glad I got the right direction now. Good God Almighty. I went to all my friends, I asked them what to do. I found out my friends, they were having their problems too. I turned it over to Jesus, he been always by my side. He promised me a long time ago, he'll always be my guide. Oh, ever since that wonderful day, I can truly say, yo, I'm glad I got the right direction now. Good God, yeah. Never got the right direction now. Tell me what about you? Yeah, got the right direction now. Tell me what about you? I got the right direction now. Tell me what about you? I'm on my way. On my way. Thank you, Jesus. On my way. Thank you. On my way. Tell me what about you? I'm saved, sanctified. Tell me what about you? Anybody here know that you know you've been saved? What about you? Saved, sanctified, y'all. Tell me what about you? I'm on my way. On my way. Yeah. On my way. Go down. On my way. Tell me what about you? Yeah, I got one more thing. I feel with the Holy Ghost. Tell me what about you? Anybody here with the Holy Ghost? Know that you know you've been filled. Tell me what about you? I feel with the Holy Ghost. Tell me what about you? I'm on my way. On my way. Yeah. On my way. Then again. On my way. Tell me what about you? Where we gonna have a little church? Can we have a little church? I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yeah. I'm on my way. The road get rough. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Rain get easy. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. They talk about me. I'm on my way. Gotta write my name. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Are you on your way? I'm on my way. Are you on your way? I'm on my way. Tears in my eyes. I'm on my way. But I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yes, I am. I'm on my way. Y'all wait with me. Yeah. You can't stop. You can't stop. No, you can't stop me. You may forsake. You can't stop. Don't know you can't make. You can't stop me. I got my hand. You can't drop in the wire and chain. You can't stop. I'ma hold it on. You can't stop. Anybody hold it on. You can't stop. Anybody hold it on. You can't stop. Anybody hold it on. You can't stop me. Yeah. You can't stop. Y'all wait for me. Yeah. I see you. Hallelujah. I know the Lord. I know the Lord. Can I tell you what he done? He saved my soul. And that's how I know. Oh, if you don't know, won't you say, I know the Lord. I know the Lord is good. Yes, I know the Lord. I know the Lord is good. Can I tell you that it was so? And he said, that's how I know. I know he's good. Yeah. What you got to say about it tonight? I know the Lord. I know the Lord has been good to me. I know the Lord. I know the Lord has been good to me. Let me tell you what he done. Let me tell you. That's how. That's how I know he's been good to me. I want you to take your time and tell them what it does. He made a way. He made a way for me. Oh my God. I'm so glad he turned my door. Leave me washed off. Stop me. Washed off my sin. What is it? Then it's sad. I'm so glad it's sad. Good to me. It's been mighty, mighty good. Anybody know it's been good? Anybody know it's been good? That's how I know. I know. He's been good. This morning, ought to be on my way. Let me live to see y'all. Let me live to see one more day. But that's how I know. I know. When the one shake and I'm doing it well, be heal my body right now, baby, to tell. That's how I know. I know. Gotta get my mama been to me. Gotta get my daddy been to me. Gotta get all of my sisters. Even my brother could be. Tell somebody. That's how I know. When I look back over my life, I can see all the hills and mountains. When I look back over my life, I can see. All right, my other host getting ready to come up, Pastor Jerry.
And I always like for her to do a lot of the talking. She said she's finished up her dinner, and we were supposed to be over here at 10 after. Did you get in touch? Gene said he had got in touch with some of your other artists, but this is a new one. He had to send another link. So I hope y'all was able to send another link to some of your other artists like Tony and them, because they never have they ever been. If they've been to Baton Rouge, they've never been for you all or for Gene. So I would like to hear from them. And I saw Dara has a video out there on y'all page, but people still would like to hear from them. So I don't know if y'all were able to get in touch with any of them or not. But my girl is coming. What you said?
Who is your girl? Who is your girl?
My girl will be here in a minute, and you will see who she is. I think Gene trying to hook it. Huh?
Not Lady Diz.
Not who?
Not Lady Diz.
Of course you know it. Of course you know it's Diz. Of course. Who else but Diz?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Trish said hello to y'all. Trish said hello. But anyway, Jared, what's going on in Baton Rouge?
My God, 43 years of spreading God's gospel through song. That's what's going on in Baton Rouge, man.
Okay.
Preparing, gearing up for it.
Okay, make sure you talk loud and also to go over the radio station too.
Yeah, I say we gearing up for 43 years of music ministry. 43 years that the Lighthouse Singers been singing, and so we're excited. We're prepared. We're ready, and we I don't like to rush anything, but I can't wait to Saturday. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me get this flyer off of here because we're talking about this flyer.
Okay.
Look, girl, what is you hitting on? Trying to get your volume? Hey, Des.
Hey, Pastor. How are you?
All right, how you doing, Lady Des?
I'm good. Listen, I was trying to get my background. I'm using my phone, so I'm not even sure if you all are able to see me good.
We see you fine, darling.
Yeah,
we see you just fine.
Okay.
So we got your people on here, Des. We got your newfound group on here.
Absolutely. I can't wait for them to come to Miami.
All right, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yes. Their anniversary is coming this weekend, and I'm just excited for you all. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's been a long time, but man, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
You're welcome. I had a chance to review your material and everything that you sent over. Awesome. I loved it.
All right now. All right. Well, that's great. Well, you could get ready because we gearing up for 2025.
Come on now.
For our next live recording, so you can get ready.
Listen, send me that date. So we can make sure we put it on the calendar.
Oh yes, most definitely. So we got a lot of things that are coming, as we prepare for the Christmas. We're doing actually this particular at the anniversary Saturday. We doing we'll be having Christmas in July. With
awesome.
Our Christmas CD that everyone can be able to purchase on Saturday night for only $10. Yeah,
awesome.
So we looking forward to what's going on.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that we kind of got off track. I was supposed to be on a little earlier than now, and y'all, I had sent one link. Matter of fact, I just sent about 3 links. To you and Gene for this, and then I went on one of them, and I thought I was wrong, so I went back off of it because I had to go to my other job, my own call job today, and that's the only thing when I go on my own call. Sometimes it line to be in Lake Charles, it line to be in Lafayette, and then I have to try to make my way back if I have something scheduled. So I was looking at the clock. I said, God dog it. I said I might have to start it up in the car, but I kind of came and said for everybody to come on and everybody to get on. But then when I got here, I got on right quick, but it didn't look right. Then I ended it because I didn't think it was right. Then I had to try to get it ready again. But
I understand.
Des, where are you? Don't want to be in the camera. She's still trying to get her background right, I'm sure. But Jerry, for the
No, I'm
people,
right here, Renee.
I'm sure it's got a few people that don't care how long you've been singing. Sometimes it's a few people not as familiar with you as others. So y'all been singing 43 years. And do y'all have y'all lost a lot of members to death, or mostly of them just went their own way? Have y'all gotten a lot of new members down through the years? I know you, Ash, and one of the young men have been there for a long, long time. The young man that played one of the guitar instruments.
Yeah.
But have y'all made a lot of transitions over the 43 years?
Well, there have been some transitions over the 43 years, but you still have the core of the group still together that's been together for 43 years. It's 5 of us that have been together for 43 years, so it's been an amazing experience, and due to certain circumstances, some begin to do other things, but the vision must continue, and even though it tarries, as God said, we're going to wait on it, and we're going to continue to push forward with the vision that he has in store for us. So that you're talking about a core that's been together for 43. That's a long time for that the core been together. And then, like I said, we have had some, to leave and to come and to go. But for the most part, it hasn't been a large turnover in the 43 years.
Okay. Did you have any to pass? Anybody to
Well,
actually pass?
actually, well, one of the there is one guy that has passed that actually who is an original member of the Lighthouse Singers. He passed a few years ago, which is Ash first cousin, which is
Okay.
Reverend Sterling, his son.
Oh, okay. Reverend Sterling Wrights. Okay. One of his sons. Okay. And I didn't want you to be up here by yourself. I wanted some of your other guests to be on here. Gene saying he was trying to hit them up for them
Oh,
to come on here because you got some new blood that I don't know. Tony Bush. I know Lisa does promoting out there too. So I don't know if she ever bought Tony Bush. Do you ever
no,
remember?
this will be Tony Bush first time in the city of Baton Rouge as Tony Bush and the Deeks.
And the Deeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an awesome group as well.
This will be his
Okay.
first city of Baton Rouge.
Okay. How about the other group? Dexter. What is the
This
name?
this will be Dexter Williams and the Disciples. This will be their first time in Baton Rouge as well.
Okay. Now, and see, that's why I wanted them on here because I got Des on here. She's over there in Florida. Hey, they don't know what they might be able to get hooked up. So I wanted them to be on here. So go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Renee. Pastor Dunbar,
Yes,
where is Dexter from?
Dexter is from Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dexter, Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Tony Bush and the Deeks are from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Mhm.
Renee, I'm going to just go off for just a second.
Okay. And I know you have the other group from Baton Rouge that's gonna be on there, the Soul Searchers.
The
Soul
Soul
Searchers. I know y'all been doing a whole lot of stuff together.
Correct. We are a group that we always reach back, and somebody helped us, so we will always reach back and help someone else. And so
Okay.
that's what that is all about. We've come together to just to help people out, help groups out that come to us, and to that acts for, we don't have any problem with helping those who would love to spread their wings, as well as to go into different territories that they've never been in before.
Right. And the Jones young man,
Joel,
is he a choir? Is he a
yeah, Joel Jones 3MC is a choir. Yeah, yeah.
okay? That's a choir. And I know they're going to be on there. And how did you happen to get the young lady? What is her name, from Texas?
Letitia Jackson is a former. She was a former radio announcer for WXOK in Baton Rouge. She was an announcer for WXOK for many years here in the capital city, and so we've been doing a lot of. She's been doing a lot of radio promotion on the Lighthouse Singers in Houston, Texas, and we it all started from there. The single that we have entitled "Good to Me" is doing quite well in her city, and so it all started from a conversation, and we thought that it would be appropriate after so many years that she's been away from the city to bring her back to host to MC this 43rd year anniversary.
That's awesome. Did she learn that job because she was a MC here and they heard about her? Or did she migrate up there from maybe Hurricane Katrina or something like that?
No, she's actually she lived here in Baton Rouge and she migrated to Houston.
That's what I'm talking about. Was it Katrina or maybe a job transfer with the radio?
No.
Okay.
Well, she was here in Baton Rouge. Katrina had office.
Okay. And so you said, tell the people again about the live recording. Do y'all have a date on it, or it's just you just know it's going to be?
It's going to be second or third quarter of 2025. You're going to about the live recording, our next live recording coming up shortly. By the time we get closer to the fourth quarter in this year, you're going to begin to hear about it, and you're going to begin to see some promotions on the next live recording that's going to take place. We're going to do live in Natchez too. Actually at the church where I pastor, at the True Love Missionary Baptist Church in Natchez, Mississippi.
Yeah, they got them a quartet singer, lead singer, pastor, and y'all just quartetting like crazy over there.
Renee, I have a question for Pastor Dunbar. How does it feel seeing the development of your group over the past years? Because it seems like you all have documented so much with your group, and that's something that you usually don't see with a lot of the quartet groups, but you all have documented so much, and seeing your growth and development over the years to where it is now. And I know 2025 is going to be epic.
It sure is.
What is that feeling like?
It's my first of all, it's a joy, and it's a feeling that sometimes I can't even explain. But one thing that I do know, it's in us to bless the body of Christ through song, and so God gave us the gift, and that's something that what I'm actually experiencing and seeing the growth in especially in the core of this group. Man, it's been really epic. I see the gifts, the talent that is spreading, and the things that come from one another is really truly amazing, because no one man in this group can take credit for what's going on. It's actually a collective. God has given each one of us something special collectively, and he allows it to come together where it appears that where one needs the other and one can't do without the other.
Oh,
that's good. That's
All
good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
And you all have been together 43 years, and you said it's five members that's been together that long,
Yes. Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And
That is
and you
correct.
lost one, and it may have been some changes within the others, but that's still a lot. Sticking
Yes.
together 5 years, five members for the last 43 years.
Correct.
What do you think is the glue that kept you all together? That
Our
relationship together like that.
first of all, our foundation was based upon Christ, and that was the main focus. And when we talk about the core, we held on to that. We held on to that. We had a dream, and with that, within that dream, we came a vision. And within that vision came the likes of one person by the name of Leonard Williams, formerly of the Williams Brothers, who made a tremendous deposit into the Lighthouse Singers in 1991, 92, 93, 94. Those years was very critical to the success of the ministry that you see now. The group that you see now, that was a major importation that took place when in the development with the group that took place in those years, 91, 92, 93, 94, when we connected with Leonard Williams, formerly of the Williams Brothers.
Wow, that's awesome. Now I have one more question, Renee.
Yeah.
What would you tell other quartet groups, and even more so the ones that are up and coming, about longevity and sticking it out, staying together? Uh, what Let's say this: what three key elements would you say that a quartet group would need to survive? Not only survive, but thrive and keep that longevity. Oh, I think he froze.
He might be on froze up.
Yeah, yeah. He probably having a
Jerry,
little
you
Wi-Fi.
froze. Go out and come back. He completely froze. Yeah, but I understand what you're
I
saying.
probably asked the question too long.
No, you did. He probably gonna have to go out and come back in. Yeah, but that's a good question though, and that's something that other groups need to hear. That they longevity means a lot, and
Yeah.
being able to stick together, as he
Hmm.
said, the same five people against all odds down through the years. And even though, like he told us last time, they kind of not so much took a break, but kind of had a little breaking for a little while. They had a little breaking before they really came back strong, and they still was able to come back strong. So
Right. And with the same people.
right, right,
Yeah, so that's a good thing because I was gonna, whatever his answer would have been, I would have said, because longevity, it shows stability. It shows a strong relationship, healthy relationships. And I think that's one of the things that the groups are lacking because it's always a revolving door.
right,
They're always
right.
switching out or they
They
falling out or however the case may be. But to be together, the same people for
right,
the last 43 years, that says a lot. That definitely
yeah,
says a lot. That longevity shows great stability. So it has to be God, and
yeah,
I just don't know what else they did to make that relationship strong. And I think it's something that should be shared across the board with a lot of the other groups.
right, right. And again about that stability, that okay, he's coming back. That can kind of
Okay.
help when he get in clear. I bring it. Okay, he's back. Okay. You kind of froze up on us when
All
she
right.
was asking you that question. But
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Were you able to
Yeah,
hear the
yeah.
question?
But to respond to your question, I would say number one, you have to have a vision. God said it like this: without a vision, the people perish. So anything that don't have a vision connected to it,
Mm.
in this case, we talking about a group. Okay, we talking about a singing group. If you don't have a vision, then you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you will not last. If you don't, without that vision, it's going to be hard to maintain the longevity, because without it, you can't see or know where you're going. And so that's one of the things that we, as a group collectively, we sat down, came together, and wrote a vision for where we want to be, for what we want to become. You know, and actually, we have our own record label, and so and that's why we came up with our own record label, because of at the time when we did, there were some record labels that did not want to. They really did not want to. I would say they didn't want to sign independent artists, and so and which is fine at that particular time, but knowing that that God has given us a vision. We took the vision of what we want, of the dream and the vision that we wrote, and then we start acting upon the vision and the dream that God had given us. And man, it's been, and before long, we started a record label. Before long, then we recorded our first live recording, and next thing we know, uh, uh, things started coming to us. Favors started happening. We got our first national distribution agreement through our own independent record label.
Wow.
And before long, we had our product was sitting on the same shelves as with some of your other major artists on the record show, in the record stores. And so and before long, really, we had became
he froze up
Oh,
again.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
He got kind of bad perception, but yeah, but he's saying a lot though. And when he
yeah,
come back, when he's able to get back in, uh, we need to let him tell the people too that it wasn't always easy. That you have to be willing to invest in yourself. They invested in
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
became one of the top 5 sellers on our first live recording that we did under the Innovative record label, which is our personal record label. And so that's why I will always hold dear and close to my
Pastor
Yeah, he
Pastor
has been
Dunbar.
having bad reception.
Let me tell him something. Pastor Dunbar. Let me see. I'm gonna text him. He should probably. I know he don't like to do that, but he needs to go out to the car maybe because he'll probably have a better perception, because it seems that in his house the perception is not good. Because he done moved around the room a couple of times. He done moved around a couple of times, and it still hasn't act right. So I'm gonna try to hit him up and tell him that he might need to go out to. But I was trying to share the video for others to hear. But you can talk about something about them and talk about the fact that we are excited about the anniversary, because it's really about the anniversary. But we're so happy that they'll be on their way to Florida, and all of that, coming on interviews like this, landed them that trip to you all. You know what I'm saying? You know. And what you breaking up to now that you done got out the camera?
No, that was my dog in the background.
Oh, okay.
No, I had to clean off the camera. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Renee. And even when I spoke to Pastor Dunbar, I told him you were the catalyst for bringing them on.
Wait a minute, Pastor Dunbar.
All right.
I want you to step out of your house, because the perception in your house is not good. Can you go to your car or something, or on the carport or something? Because maybe you'll have a better perception. Is it raining or something? Because you keep breaking up, because you had told us a whole lot of stuff and we ain't hear nothing you said.
Well, we heard it, but it was like in bits and pieces.
Okay, well, number one, I would say, like I said, you would have to have a vision. You have to have a vision, because God said, without the vision, the people perish. So we took together, collectively came together, sat down, and we wrote out a plan, a vision. And our vision is to reach the world through song ministry, one by one, through the form of music ministry, and through personal testimonies. And that's why you hear a lot of personal testimonies within our songs that we.
Pastor Dunbar, you're going to have to step out of that room.
Sing, because that's the vision. That's what God called us to. And so everybody, you got to know your lane. And in a group, I know my lane when it comes to what I've been called to do as it relates to this group. And I don't go outside of that. And
Pastor Dunbar, can you step out of that room? Can you step out the house so you can come in clearer, because you keep breaking up and we don't want your interview to be messed up? Is there any way you can step out the house?
It's the reception. We're hearing it, but it's coming through. It's coming through choppy.
And we want them to hear this. It's very important that they hear this. So you outside now? You hear us? Are we coming through clear? Pastor, are we coming through? Okay, he trying to get to a spot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so but it's a good thing, and it just sounds like they work together collectively, and that's one of the main things, because usually sometimes you have the leader, and the leader is just making all the decisions. They're doing everything without including the others. So one thing that I'm hearing him say, he's not saying I as a leader, he's saying we as a collective, as a group, which means a lot, that everybody has their input. Everybody knows what the vision is. So I think that helps with the stability and the longevity of the group, the ministry.
Right, 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 right. That does help when you can hear somebody else. As he said, they sat down and they wrote the vision. Like you
Right.
said, he didn't say I. He said we had a vision and we wrote the vision. And he said he's seen the vision unfold in those 43 years. He's seen a
Absolutely.
vision unfold. And I wanted him to expound on how they've had about three buses. They've had about three buses, and they were young men. They were not old men, and they have had about three buses. One of them, I think, got vandalized or something, because people
Wow.
are jealous and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
they've had the opportunity to have at least three buses. So somebody had to stand up and be ready to make some sacrifice. Make some sacrifice.
Okay.
All right, baby, we're gonna be right now.
Oh, good, good.
Uh,
Well, Pastor Dunbar, I was just
uh-huh.
sharing with her that y'all had about three buses along the way, and I think one of them got vandalized. I don't know if it was somebody jealous or it was just hooligans or what. But I told her in order for, and she was talking about how you don't say I did this, I did that. You said we sat down, we wrote a vision. So
Uh-huh.
you mean you all are humble enough guys that you all allowed others to put input, or mostly what you all said y'all wanted to do, individuals said different things and other people accepted it? How was that?
Yeah, it's well, collectively we all one of the things that we do within the group is that we honor each person's uh opinion.
Okay.
We honor each person's opinion. But one of the strengths of this group is that we know each other's strengths and we know each other's weaknesses.
That's what's up.
And so we'll never let someone strong do something weak, and we'll never let someone weak do something strong.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you
That
know
is.
what? And that's a sign of great leadership when you recognize who you're working with, who
Right.
is with you, what are their strengths, where to place them. Because if you place a weak person in the area that they're not strong in, they're
Correct.
going to drop the ball.
Right.
But when you
Correct.
know that you have that strength, that personal strength in that particular area, if you throw them that ball, then you know they're going to make the right plays. They're going to
Correct.
make the right choices because that's their strength. And that just shows a sign definitely of great leadership and recognizing and respecting each
Uh-huh.
other's abilities. Because a
Correct.
lot of times people don't have that. They don't have they may see the ability, but then they start having these insecurities to where if I pass them this ball to make this play, then it's like it's going to show me up, and I'm not going to get all the recognition, or I'm not going to get the fame. It's not about that. It's all of us together, and us as a group, us as a team, that we all will win.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we have on the bus. There's a sign that's on our bus on the inside on the refrigerator. Actually, it's about team. It's about team,
Absolutely.
and it's about we. It's like this. That the thing on the sign on the bus says teamwork makes the dream work, and so
Absolutely.
knowing that it takes a team, it takes all of us to win, then we always pushing one another. We always
Absolutely.
pushing. We not only pushing one another, but we're undergirding one another. You know,
Absolutely.
and so that's one of the strengths that I know that we have collectively in this group here. And so, and Lady Des, you hit something on the head when you talk about leadership, and we have a strong leadership present within the group. And so many times, some of the younger guys, they recognize that, and so they gravitate to it. And so, and just like I would tell any of the leaders in the group, okay, if you're a leader in the group, then you're gonna have to walk the walk as well as talk the talk. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't. I'm gonna tell you like I tell the church all the time. You're gonna have to have a balance, because without a balance, then that's a false abomination.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so you have to have a balance. In leadership, so people who see are part of a vision, or well, are part of a group, or part of whatever type of organization. When they see this type of leadership, they can gravitate to it, and not only just gravitate to it, but they also can respond in such a manner that leadership don't crush those that are under. Leadership lift them up
They build
on
them.
the same level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it does carry a level of respect, and people see that when they
Correct.
see you all. They can see a group that ain't got it together.
Correct.
They all over the place. They can see where unity is when we come in together. We walk together. We
Right.
do this together. We are a team here. And even at the radio station, or when I was leading the team in the corporate world, that's how we delivered.
Uh-huh.
We learned each other on a business level as well as a personal level. We knew how to work with each other. And when we showed up together,
Uh-huh.
and it just carries that level of respect, like you said, and people know how to respond to you.
Right. Right.
And I
And
know that's
no, go
what
on,
Lady
Renee.
Dance is doing now with the radio station she's with now. You see her a lot with her coworkers, and you see her a lot building them up. And Pastor Jared, like even with a bus, I'm sure, and from what you said, and what Dez is saying about the unity,
Mhm.
um, I'm sure it's one or two of you all are way more financial able to do things than some of the others. So you all probably didn't have no conflict. Whoever had to go put up or put deposits or do the most for the bus, there was no argument, because like you said, everybody know their strengths. You wouldn't expect somebody who you know don't have it to try to make it happen with the bus, or make y'all have the bus or get the bus. You just take the one that's more
Well,
qualified and able to
well,
get it, and then y'all work together on it.
well, Renee, to respond to that, what has happened to this group, the Lighthouse Singers, that a lot of times people see the outside and they don't know some things that are internally. I was
Mhm.
just sharing with Lady Des before I fell off. Um, in 99, when we first recorded our first live recording on our independent record label, one of the greatest things that happened to the Lighthouse Singers was uh, there was a major there was a major distribution company that actually came in partnership with us, and matter of fact, not only that's when the wheels just, I mean, shot off. I mean, in this group here, we don't. It's not about each one's personal finances, because the Lord has opened a floodgate, and we don't. That's something that this group does not have to worry about, because many places we go to, God makes the provision for us, and it will blow your mind. And there are many places we go to. Uh, if many artists only knew the type of honorarium that we receive, then this is what has kept the wheels to turning, to where no one in the group have to come out of their personal finances, anything like this, or have to worry about anything, because uh, most of the time, promoters, pastors, whoever you see that book the Lighthouse Singers, know this: there is provision made for the vision. And
Amen.
many times, even when we got, and like I was telling Lady Des, when we came together, the Innovative Records along with Central South Music Distribution. I mean, you talking about, we were as an independent artist way back in 1999, 2000. we was in the top 5 in gospel music, as a selling our first live recording live in Baton Rouge, reaching higher heights. Many people don't know that though.
Right, right.
I mean, we were selling. I mean, we were selling our product like, I mean, like we turn, like you turn on the water fountain. I mean, that's how it actually been for us, and the provision that has been there constantly, to where none of the guys in this group, even now to today, 2024, have to come out of their pocket with anything. The
Well, that's
provision is.
awesome. That's awesome because that's what I was going to say earlier too. You know, like
Mhm.
sometimes groups say, "Well, we got to pay dues, we got to do this," and then one might can't pay as much as the other one. But also, it's still got to have, like you said, good leadership and somebody, whoever y'all allowed to be over the treasure, to be able to put that money to good use. Because I know by y'all being a group that's been together forever, every time you go, each member ain't worried about a big check, because y'all know how to make sure you can give so much for payment and then put so much up for the next trip. So I'm sure y'all have that understanding as well.
Yeah,
But you
well,
know what,
God have
Renee?
collected it, like
Sometimes I
the
think
lighthouse singers. That
That, what you said
no. Go
now?
ahead, Pastor Dunbar.
for the lighthouse singers, a lot of things have gradually, over the years, that has matriculated, and it's like a window, like God said, I'll open up a window and pour you out a blessing that you don't have room enough to receive it all. This is what actually has happened. um we're not on our third bus, we're on our fifth bus. We on our
Okay.
fifth bus, and every bus that we've had, the first bus costed us 12,000. The second bus costed us 25,000. The third bus costed us 50,000. The fourth bus costed us 95. I mean 92,000. And this newest bus, believe it or not, we paid cash. Well, we paid cash for this last bus. We paid $40,000 just like that. Which the group had, and so it every bus that we've had, even the one that we travel on today, is paid for.
Listen,
Nice.
Renee,
That's
I
why I
already
say,
told them I got to see this bus. I got
yeah,
to see this bus when they come to Miami.
yeah,
And I think it's a 12 bed, right?
yeah. It's the entertainer coach. It's just like being at home. You got 12 beds in it. You got
Right.
front and rear lounge. You got TV. You got DVD player, so we can watch TV. We got a satellite on it. Refrigerator, bathroom. It got all, like, running water in it. Everything. So it's and this is how each bus, except for our first two that we had, the last three been just like this, and so
Mhm.
we've been, and see, a lot of things, Renee, and Lady Des, that you got to understand, is that we base uh, our ministry. This group is based upon what, like I say, by putting God first, and then we follow His plan.
Come
And
on.
what he says, if you be faithful over a few, He'll make you
You.
ruler over much. And so this is what He has done for us. He has made us ruler over much. And as He has made us ruler over much, many people uh respect us as individuals, respect the group, and then respect what we do, to where many don't have a problem with opening up the pocketbook.
And
Right.
see, and that's what I was going to go back to, Renee, when we were talking about the level of respect, the signs
Uh-huh.
of stability within the group. Because when you come in, people are going to automatically see that. They're going to because the key point is God. That's the foundation of the group,
Correct.
right? So
Right. Correct.
when you walk in, people respect that. They see
Right.
that. They see the difference, and
Right.
it's easier for people to give and to sow into grounds like that. And then
Right.
now the group is so stable because
Right.
they've been around for so long and they
Right.
love what they're doing. You know, they become good stewards, and that's another thing because
That's it.
people can sow and give. But
Right.
then you have to do a part as a group in order to be
Correct.
good stewards of that is coming in and do what needs to be done. So
Correct.
over the years, you were able to prosper because God knew that
Correct.
He can trust you with the little, and He just began to build on that
Right.
as being good stewards over that He has given you.
Yeah.
You are so correct. You are so correct, and that's one of the things that I thrive off. Me personally, as it pertains to this group, I'm the person that handle the group financially. Uh, 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 I handle the means of financial, being the good steward, being the steward over what God has given unto us. And one of the things that I thrive off is that I don't like debt. I don't like
Come
debt.
on.
I don't like that. I like everything that the Lighthouse Singers have is paid for. The bus that we have is paid for. The equipment that we have is paid for. Whatever you see we got on is paid for. Whatever we have collectively as a group is paid for. When the group go out, everything is paid for. Don't nobody have to worry about what they're gonna eat. Don't nobody have to worry about where they're gonna sleep. Don't nobody have to worry about what kind of clothes we gonna wear. They don't have to worry about that because the group is self-sufficient. And that's what many people don't realize, but uh, that's what many people also envy as it comes to what God how God has blessed us.
Pastor Dunbar, I like when
Mm-hmm.
you said that. So what you're saying, I just want to make sure so these other groups out there can hear and so they can take a lesson. And just
Mm-hmm.
people and organizations in general to take a lesson. You have been such a good steward over what God has blessed you with. And
Uh-huh.
whenever He has opened these doors for the group, you
Mm-hmm.
took and you manage, and that's awesome. And you're saying a lot though, because you've had some tragedies during the time, and you was a good
Correct.
enough stud that I'm sure you didn't borrow from it. No matter how hard times got for you still was a cause for you to be able to be as prosperous, for the group to be able to be as prosperous as it is right now, and able to buy these buses and to buy a bus cash, and to be able. What I'm hearing is you saying that you ain't gonna have to worry about your group coming out half stepping and not dressed
Oh
right,
no.
because the group is buying the suits. The group's buying the suit. Whatever's going up into the budget or going into the pot, that's
Uh,
what you're spending out of for the
oh yeah.
work of the group.
Oh yeah.
I like
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh
I
yeah.
like that. I
Oh yeah.
like
And
that
that's how it,
because that.
honestly, Renee, that's how it should be. And you know how I am about stuff like that.
Yeah.
I I'm a stickler for things like that because it should run itself.
Right.
You shouldn't be pulling your hair out trying to figure out what way we going how we're going to do this, how we're going to do that. But it's just I love the foundation of the Lighthouse Singers. Like I said, I had a chance to review your material,
Uh-huh.
and just the fact that you all took the time to document everything
Mm-hmm.
was amazing to me. It
Yeah.
stood out. It showed the passion that you have, that what God has given you, a passion for the ministry, and you're not trying to give the people anything. So I know that this upcoming anniversary this weekend is going to be phenomenal because of what I've seen you all do throughout the years. You know, and Renee, I had to take a crash course on the Lighthouse Singers because it's only because of you, Renee, that I came in the knowledge of who they are, because you used to talk about the Lighthouse Singers all the time, and we had an opportunity to interview them on our show here in Miami, and it just kind of snowballed from there. But they're like one of a kind, definitely a great group, a solid group, and I commend you all so much for what you all are doing.
Well, thank you so much, and that's one of the things, like I say, we thrive on. And I will say this to you all, that and I thrive on this, sharing this with other artists. One of the things you got to know is that
nobody wants to follow behind something that's not moving, or invest in something that's not moving. And so, and that's the tragedy as it pertains to artists now, is that, they looking for the dream to take place. They looking for things to happen. But if many people will not sow into something that's not moving, you have to be
Right.
found. You have to be found working. You can't be
Right.
found. You can't be found waiting. You got to be found working.
And I
And
wanted
that.
to go back to
Absolutely.
this. I wanted to go
Mhm.
back to this, Pastor. I know
No.
you said that God started to open doors and you
Mhm.
thank God for Leonard Williams. But
Mhm.
like you said, even then, though, before
Mhm.
you all got so prosperous and before all the windows opened, somebody in that group had to take a stand and invest financially yourself. You had to invest in yourself first. And then, like you said, what you sow is what you reap. So once you
Yeah.
invested in yourself first, and like you said, you had the vision to start your own. When you found out if you start your own record company, that would knock some expenses, and then you can produce your own music, you can sell your CDs, and all the money won't be split here and there, even though you say you did partner with Central South, but you still started to sow first. Some of the things that other people are doing for you now, or that the promoters are doing for you now, or that the ministry itself is reaping right now, it was because you had to first plant the seed, right?
Yeah. Well. In the beginning, no, the group didn't have everything, the flow that's happening now. But in the beginning stage of it, uh, God gave me the vision of how to do it,
Okay.
and to be successful with doing it. And we began to invest early on, zero to five. A lot of that was a lot of the finances that we were receiving then, even as teenagers. We were taking that, buying equipment, and buying a van and a trailer. So that's how we stayed up. That's what we invested in. By the time we got to the record company, the wheels was already turning. The wheels was already turning, and so we started, like I say, 0 to 5. We were investing in equipment, making sure that we had what we needed when we would go out. Because I'll tell any group this. I mean, you should never go out if you don't have the tools to make it possible for you.
Come
You
on.
need the
That's
tools.
And
fact.
that's another thing.
You
That's
know.
another thing you probably learned early on when you were
Oh yeah,
going out, that you
I learned
might
that
get
0 to 5.
places. People might not want you to use their stuff, or their stuff might not have the right sound and all of that.
Mm.
So as you learn that, you start to invest. And not only you, I need to take it back because I can't leave my brother out, even though sometimes we done bumped heads, but I can't leave your big brother and my big brother out. The one and only Gene Williams.
Hmm.
The one and only Gene Williams, I know he had a lot of input in the early Lighthouse too. And he's a businessman. You know, they said Trump a businessman, but Gene Williams is a businessman.
Yeah.
So I know he had a lot of input, and y'all all put y'all heads
What
together.
what Gene in the early days, what Gene was instrumental to the Lighthouse Singers was his role, in which is still today. That's why you see him hosting the 43rd year anniversary. Is that Gene part that he played in it, that was instrumental to the Lighthouse Singer, is promoting. I mean,
Right,
he was making us relevant. He was making us relevant to the masses. And so
Come on.
he was
right,
making us relevant to the masses. And he's still doing that today. So he played a big instrument part. That was his part. Even if you can remember, even when he was in the group, and in the part of this group, that was his strengths that made us more valuable.
right. I
Yeah,
never
Yeah,
forget
that's good
that.
stuff. That's
yeah,
just good stuff. I'm really, really enjoying this, Renee.
yeah,
Because it just shows great leadership all the way around. You
yeah.
know, He's on the inside, and they really honed in on their group's strengths and weaknesses and where to place who at
Right.
to make
Right.
the whole group prosperous. And
Right.
even it goes back to when you were saying about the investment, Renee. They just use the money wisely. They
Correct.
they they put together what they needed. They invested in that area. So as time goes on,
Right.
I don't have to go out and start scratching for what I need. I
Right.
already got it. So
Correct.
I'm not going to get prepared. I'm already prepared to walk through the door. And I
Yeah.
think that's what a lot of groups need to realize, that
Yeah.
you need to put things in place prior to. You don't
Correct.
want to show up at nobody's program and you got to borrow their cymbals. You got to borrow their snare. You got to borrow their amp. You got to borrow it. And then people don't want to lend you, because if something happens, then they got to take that broken mess back home with them,
Right.
and they're
Right.
responsible. So
Right.
it's just having your priorities in order and having everything in order for your
Mhm.
ministry, for your group. And I
Correct.
think that's what a lot of groups need to learn, especially the younger ones, up and coming.
Mhm.
They don't have that. They just want to go sing. They just
Right.
want to go travel. They just want to talk to the girls, and it's more intel in that. And I
Correct.
think that they just need to get more educated on the business side and handling money,
Right.
when going out, or just for your particular ministry or your particular group, so you don't have these hiccups along the way. And then as it grows, your bank grows. As
Right.
you input, as you deposit, you will see the growth.
Right.
And you won't have to keep scratching every time you go out, or every anniversary, or every this. You
Correct.
already know ahead of time what's happening, but it
Right.
starts from the beginning. And I think the Lighthouse Singers just had their priorities in order. I don't know who taught y'all. I don't know where y'all come from,
I
but it just
I can
seems like
tell
it
you.
came from good thought that
I
taught you all well.
I can tell you who taught us. The the Holy Spirit. That's who
Come on
taught us.
now.
The Holy Spirit. And I'm not here. I'm not here even on this line to tell you that I can take the I take the credit because that's what I do within this group. Okay, that's the credit I can take, but then I don't take the credit because I'm a part of the group.
Hmm.
Dama, where you at?
You went back out.
It went back out
You
again.
hear me?
Uh,
Y'all
yeah,
can
we
hear
Oh,
me?
hear
there you
you.
go.
Now we see you again too.
Okay. Yeah.
Finish
Yeah. I
what you
said.
were
I,
saying.
I
I want
said.
to ask you one more question. Go ahead.
Yeah. I said.
Finish.
I said. Now I can take the credit because I'm the one that God uses in the group, but I'm not gonna even take that because I'm a part of the group.
Right, right,
Yeah. Yeah. So this is what you see is came as a result of of me playing my role as a part of this group. And so one of the things that we do when we know whoever strong, whatever strong, whoever strong in whatever area it is, the other ones don't get in their way.
right.
Yeah. So like
But
when it comes to and so I'm gonna just use it. I'm gonna throw this out and show you this. Uh, so when I get to the venue, I Jerry Dunbar is the one that's responsible for making sure the finances is taken care of. No one else is gonna step in there and do anything. Ain't nobody gonna cross me. Ain't nobody gonna step in front of me. They already know who's good. Okay, when we get to the venue, Dunbar makes sure the finance is taken care of. Pastor Levi Ash, he makes sure the sound is well. James makes sure the equipment is well. Uh, Meekin makes sure that as it pertains to where we gonna park at, what we gonna do, and the marketing side of what goes on at the particular venue are at the concert, wherever we are. So there is teamwork that's actually happening behind the scenes. Even though you may see me at the venue, there's work going on behind it.
Right, right. And brother James, I know he was with an area group there, and he's always been very talented. Was it? And then I like the way you and Ash, and now that James has came in, and I think you have another little young man that steps out. There don't see like it don't seem like there's any jealousy. A lot of people say you can't have but one lead singer of a group. And I know you're the primary lead singer, but I know Ashley leads too. And I don't even think Ashley liked the lead, but he will lead. And then James is a great lead singer. And now that he's come in the group, it don't seem like there's no kind of that y'all are happy to have everybody, like you said, doing their part and leading their songs. And as you get older, you need those breaks. So you need another lead singer to sing and make the program go forward. And then James is such an awesome singer. And how did that come about that he was able to come and be with you all? I know y'all been brothers and friends all your life, but I know he was with another popular group in Baton Rouge.
Well, when you think about James Walker started with the Lighthouse.
Okay, so he came back home.
He started. Okay. Yeah, he just came back home. That's all.
Okay,
he just came back home.
He came back home. Okay, so that's what it was with that.
Yeah, but, he started with us. James started with us. He was just 11 years old.
Oh, okay, awesome. You got to hear, but you got to hear him dance. Oh my God!
And
really.
Yeah, and so many times when we, when it comes to that, that has a lot to do with the songwriters. Okay, our songwriters is Pastor Levi and James Walker. So they are the two songwriters of the group. So these are what they have to think about this. They have to think about what's best for the group. Who's even though you may write it, okay, what's best for the group to sing it, who to sing it,
right,
sing the song, so there and wherever when you can have a collectively, because any one of us can step out and lead. Any four of us, the young man, Paul Pleasant, James Walker, Pastor Levi, myself, any one of us can step out and lead, and that's why you see on certain songs, even like this "Good to Me" song, we all singing it.
Right.
We all singing it. And so, we all singing it. We all got a piece of it. And
okay, Pastor Dunbar, tell me about the bus opposed to vans. What made you all keep buying buses when the other ones break down? And what made y'all migrate to buses and not stay in the vans? Is it is it really, even if y'all, because I know even when y'all wasn't just going to sing all the time, y'all still made sure you have a bus. Because I hear that if you don't run a bus all the time, that caused them to break down. But do you think that it still was the best investments to all? And I know the Southern Sons do the same thing. They keep a bus. So what is the strengths of making sure you have a bus? But now, do you agree that you should be moving a lot if you have a bus? Or even if you're not moving a lot, you think you still, because even when y'all wasn't moving a lot, when y'all kind of had backed up and established your churches, you still had a bus. So tell us about that for other groups that's listening.
Well, yeah, I mean, when it comes to something to that magnitude of bus, when you think about it, it is good to keep them running. Thank you. It is good to keep them running, but the thing what you have to do, that's another. I mean, like I say, with anything that you do within the group, like you have to know about it. So we just didn't buy it. We learned about it. Then we bought it. And once we bought it, because we learned about it, now when we out on the road, if anything happened, we know what to do about it.
Now your
And
early
so
buses didn't have those beds like they have now, because y'all should
no,
also
the
used to
first
travel with your fans, and y'all used to have it with the
right, the
fans.
first one, yeah, the first bus we had, yeah, we it wasn't an entertainer coach. It was just a coach, a seated coach. But the one I mean, but God bless us to move up to, to what we have now. But you have to know about them. You just can't go buy it. If you do and not know about it, then when trouble show up, I mean, it could be it could really weigh on your pocket. And so you
Oh,
have to know what to do and how to do, and then you got to know which one to buy. That's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of artists don't know, and and we talking about all of this. Lord, we really need to have an artist retreat like I had last year
Listen,
that help other
that's what I
artists.
was just gonna say.
Yeah,
I was
we
really gonna say that.
yeah, we need to have one. Somebody need to. I did it in Baton Rouge last year. Somebody need to take it another place. And I'm willing, and I'm here to tell you, and I'm willing to go wherever it is to impart whatever needs to be imparted. But yeah, you need to know which one to buy. So those are the type of, when you don't know which one to buy, you're gonna spend a lot of money.
but it is better. You prefer to have a bus than just have
Oh,
vans, though. Yeah.
having a bus is you are more comfortable.
Okay.
You would rather sit up all the way driving 20 hours, or whether you sleep in the bed.
Mhm.
Who's gonna be well rested versus the one that have to sit up straight up all the way for 20 hours?
Right.
Right,
Well,
Yeah.
right.
okay. Well, we're gonna get right back to we talked about the lighthouse because it is your anniversary. So I still think it was in order to talk about the lighthouse. Who are the lighthouse juniors? Well, we call you juniors, but because there's two lighthouses, you got the legendary lighthouse, and then you got the y'all legends too, but y'all the lighthouse. But it's awesome for people to know who you are, because you all are really doing a lot of traveling now. I think y'all might be doing more traveling now than y'all did in the past because of this hit album that y'all have.
Well, you know what? If believe it or not, we're not doing as half as what we doing what that we used to do.
Okay.
That's because of COVID.
Right.
That's because of COVID. And then for us, I can show, and then I think Lady Dez probably have seen some of it. If you saw our tour dates, from some years ago, I mean, we were doing like 150 dates a year.
Right,
Okay.
right.
But a lot of people didn't know that, and a lot of people didn't know that, Renee, because a lot of people didn't see us. They didn't
Right.
see us because we wasn't at home. Even today, a lot of our engagements are in other cities, other states.
Right.
Our
Right.
hometown very seldom see us.
Right.
Very
Right.
seldom
Right.
see
Right.
us.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Well, it's awesome, and I just thought it was good, since your other guests wasn't on here, so Gene did let them know, but they're not on here, but we know they will be there. So I just thought it was a good opportunity. I know Sister Des love to interview the groups and let people know how awesome you are, and she learned how awesome you are, and
yeah.
so and she's bringing you down to Miami, so she want people to know how.
Woo!
Yes, yes.
Woo!
We are definitely excited
Yeah,
to have you all come to
uh,
Miami.
yeah,
I'm glad everything worked out for you all to come. And
yeah.
you're just going to have a good time. You're going to definitely have a good time. And we're expecting a great time and a great ministry from the Lighthouse Singers.
Man, wow. I'm looking forward to it.
And Jerry, you don't know that some of us, we feel like y'all can't go down there without us. So I don't know. Somebody needs to try to get a bus to go through Baton Rouge, Mississippi, and Hammond. so, so,
Listen,
so
that's what
people
I
can
was hearing. I was
go.
hearing y'all whole fan club from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Hammond, and the surrounding areas was following y'all. So listen, that says a lot in itself.
Well, if that's something that you desire to do, Renee, I can connect you to the to a company that can make that happen. You just put the information out
Well, I
and
mean,
let
I
them
have a
contact.
company here that.
Yeah, you put the information out
Yeah, I have a company that.
and let it roll. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we gonna get back to the 27th, which is this coming Saturday. Your
Okay.
big brother, my big brother, is doing a big old promotion. Now, did y'all tell him the groups y'all wanted, or did he handpick the groups himself?
Gene Williams do a lot of things himself. He may ask opinions, but that's the area. Like I said a few minutes ago with you, that's an area we don't even have to. We don't worry about because he know what he's doing. So we let him do what he do.
Right.
We
Y'all
don't
can
even
trust
we don't let
him
him
to
get
do
in.
what
We
he
don't
do.
get in his way. Yeah.
Y'all don't get
Yeah.
in his way, cause
Yeah.
and I know your big brother, my big brother. He ain't keen on starting in this day and time with new and upcoming groups. So I saw that. So I didn't know if you all just told him some groups y'all like, or he just wanted to go ahead on and put some groups on there to help him out and get him some exposure. Because normally he's gonna have like a package with not saying that the other group's not professional, but 4 major groups that are already known. And I
Yeah.
see that he has Doc McKenzie on there, and then he have you all that is known, and then he have the Lighthouse of Baton Rouge, the legendary Lighthouse on there. But then he getting 2 groups a chance to get the exposure in Baton Rouge, and I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. But he's
Yeah.
bringing in the big dog. He's bringing in Doc McKenzie, who
Yes.
Baton Rouge and surrounding areas literally love
Wow.
to death.
Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, so he's bringing in Doc McKenzie, y'all, and this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, let your road lead you at 5:00 to the Allen Chapel AME Church on Scenic Highway. It's going down. Gene Williams have tickets. Sylvia Jackson have tickets. Barbara Scott have tickets. I'm sure everybody have tickets. Do you have any tickets, Pastor? Or does your church have tickets?
The church has tickets, and and then Southside Motors have tickets.
Yeah, Southside Motor have tickets, and Buddy, what's
But it's
the
still
name?
Rock Shop.
Yeah, they
But it's
have
still Rock
tickets.
Shop.
So if you haven't gotten your tickets, the tickets are $25 and in advance and 30 at the door. And don't come to the door thinking you're gonna pay 25. Tickets will be collected probably, and you will have to pay 30. So get that ticket. You're in for an awesome time. I've never seen Gene Williams do a production that then turned out awesome. And people are gonna come from everywhere because he is a hard worker. He goes everywhere. He goes all out in the countryside of Baton Rouge and everywhere. And then his reputation of having great successful programs do follow him. As Jared just told us, their name alone being the anniversary group, and then his big brother promoting the program, that speaks volumes. So hey, it's gonna already be right, but one thing Gene don't do, he's not gonna fail to promote it. He's not just gonna go on the fact that he know that it's gonna happen. And I'm sure he done sent letters out to all the old addresses he used to have. I learned a lot from Gene Williams back in the day. So anyway, Jerry, I guess we're gonna let you go. We just trying to hold you all night, but we're gonna let you go.
Let's get together and do this artist retreat.
I'm down with that, Pastor Jerry.
She said she down with it, Pastor Jerry. Dan said she down with it. She down with it.
Let's do it. Let's empower the people. Let's empower the people.
That is definitely my
That's a
zone. Leadership and promoting that, and oh my gosh, I just loved it. Great nuggets.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
go
most
ahead and
definitely.
tell the people what you want to tell them about coming out, and then we're gonna let you go, and I'm gonna let Des go, and then I'm gonna do a little ministry concert. Since I started
Mm.
around 8 something, I got that time. I don't have a broadcast come on until 11. I'm gonna go ahead and play a few songs for the people. But what do you want to say, Jerry? Your
Well, I
last.
want to. Well, I'm inviting each and everyone to come out on this coming Saturday, July 27th. We're going to have a high time in the Lord. I'm excited about what God is doing. We're going to have such lights as Dr. McKenzie, and the highlights all the way from South Carolina. Uh, we're going to have, amen, Tony Bush and the Deacons all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. We're going to have also Dexter Williams and the disciples all the way from Vicksburg, Mississippi. We're going to have, my God, the legendary Lighthouse Gospel Singers. We're going to be there. We're also going to have Joel uh, Jones and 3MC. They're going to be there. Look, tickets are only $25 in advance, $30 at the door. I'm inviting you to come and be our special guest on this coming Saturday. Man, you don't really want to miss this Saturday, man. There are people coming from everywhere, miles around. They're coming from California. They're coming from Texas. They're coming from Georgia. They're coming from Alabama. And we're getting all these people, and they're going to collectively come together this coming Saturday. So we need our surrounding areas to come and celebrate with us. Don't let all the other cities and towns outdo us. I need you to come and be a part of what God is doing in Jesus' name. And look, for more information, you can contact Gene Williams at 235-335-0327. 225 335-0327. Contact Gene Williams immediately if you need tickets for or whatever your need may be. Or if you're coming from out of town, you need somewhere to stay. There is even a hotel that we can connect you to that can help you if you want to stay overnight. It's gonna be a high time. We already have people coming in that's staying overnight and going to go to Pastor Levi Ashley Wright church on Sunday morning. So hey, we just gonna have a glorious time this coming Saturday. Come out, be blessed. God bless you.
Okay, Jerry, one more thing. Have y'all been to California, or what's the date
Uh-huh.
for California?
We've been to California. We went back in May. Yeah,
Okay, that's the
yeah.
one that Elder.
Renee,
That's the one that Elder Lee was talking about. Elder Lee William wanted to see y'all. He started playing y'all music. That's my DJ here at PGG and Radio. He told me y'all was coming to California.
Uh, oh yeah, we did a a 4 city tour in California. We did San Diego, we did Oakland, we did LA, and we did San Bernardino.
Okay, did y'all drive the bus or did y'all fly?
Yeah, yeah. And matter of fact, we flew.
Okay,
Whenever that wasn't our first time doing a California tour, so whenever we go to California, we always fly to Friendly Skies. We always fly to
okay.
Friendly Skies when we go there. Yeah, um,
and
yeah. But
Renee.
When we come to Miami, we gonna be on the bus, Lady Dad. When we come to Miami.
All right, I got to see this bus. I got to see this bus. But listen, Renee, what I was going to say to you is I got a call about the lighthouse singers in California and how they told us straight up. They caused, listen, they caused a Holy Ghost tsunami and then drove and flew the sky out. Did I say that right? And then listen, just left it there and flew back home. They said they ripped California up.
Yeah, it was. We had man that California always been good to us. Matter of fact, I'll be going back to California on second Sunday in October. Second Sunday in October. I'll be doing the 3-day revival, three-night revival in California, and that came as a result of this past Mother's Day weekend in
Wow.
California with the group. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, and these are the type of things, Lady Des, that I'm talking about. How uh, how doors of opportunities happen, and how people are willing and ready to sow into you. And so that's just another. You remember, Lady Des, I shared with you how when I share with artists, you have to have more than one stream.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
And so that's just
Absolutely.
another stream, uh,
Come
uh,
on.
uh, that's self-sufficient, that helps the other stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And that's the
yeah,
thing. Those strings got to keep flowing.
right, right. And I always take artists back to the garden, into the garden in the Bible, because they had 4 rivers, but they all flowed into one garden.
Absolutely. They all
Yeah,
flow. And
yeah,
once the river and the streams stop flowing, things die.
uh, right, yeah. And
Because
that's why I always tell artists, you got to have more than one stream. So I
yeah,
went to California to sing, but then another stream happened to preach. Now, what's going to happen? What has happened is that because I went there to sing, when I go to preach, guess who's going to be there? The ones that came and heard me sing. Now they want to hear me preach.
come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
So these are the type of things that, like, that happens, and that can happen, and that I want as an artist. I'll say this to you all as I close with this, because I know we've been talking a long time about it, but that's my frustration, Renee, with our forefathers, because our forefathers never told me how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And many of my forefathers, many of them are dead now
Right.
and can't tell me how to do it. And they
Right.
took it to the grave with them, of if they
Come
knew
on
how to
now.
do it. They took it to the grave. Well,
And
I'm
you know,
not gonna take it to the grave. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it back. That's why when you just asked me, Renee, where you've been seeing a lot of things that we've been doing with the soul search. That's why I told you. That's why when you see that, is because now I'm pouring into them. Hey man, this is how this done. Hey man, this is how this done. This is how that done. This is how I'm gonna put you in. I'm gonna put you in the face of this person. I'm gonna put
yes,
you in the in
yes,
the in the face of the movers and the shakers. But it's up to you to do your due diligence. I can't work for you. I work for the
Right.
lighthouse.
Right. And
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
So I can't
it's
speak for you. You got to speak for yourself.
right.
And that's what I'll
Yeah, it's
tell
up.
as I close with this. That's why I always tell artists, you can't talk if you don't have nothing to give them. Ain't no
Come on
need.
now.
It
Absolutely.
almost ain't no need to talk to them. You got to
And
have
Pastor
something to put in their hand.
Pastor
What?
Dunbar, that's what I tell artists when they come here, because a lot of time, even if I don't have a crowd, I have key people in the audience, like Leo Jackson that's listening tonight. He's a person that has an anniversary, and he don't have to bring no group to get a crowd. His crowd is already there. And so when
Correct.
he's at my program, he's somebody, if they do well and if they deliver well, because he proved that. I brought groups here and he ended up booking them for his anniversary, and not
Mm-hmm.
that he needed to bring anybody in, because they already have a big drawing themselves, just because of who he is and because of the things he do in the city of New Orleans. But
Right.
if they do work on the program with me, they have that door open. And not only
Mm-hmm.
him, people like Lady Dez, if I do a little video clipping and I put it
Uh-huh.
out there, people are going to
Uh-huh.
see it. Racy Brothers went to Gulfport on the strength of being at my anniversary last year. Dexter, the young man, the other young man, he went to Gulfport on that strength. So yeah, so hey, and the Southern Sons went to Gulfport on the strength. So you're gonna get some results, but you had to be able to deliver. Now, if you'd have come to me and you couldn't do nothing and you didn't minister like you were supposed to, like you said you did in California, you wouldn't have got those results. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to be ready when you
Yeah.
But you know what, Renee, and I'm gonna say this again to you, and I said it to you before. And you're very big on networking and making sure that people connect, especially with the artists and whatever means you have, you're always willing to share. And I would say this, you know, a lot of the artists I've connected with, I connected because of you. You know, just like the Lighthouse Singers, I would have never heard about them, I don't think, or it would have been way down the line if their name came across my desk or whatever. But you said I need to connect you with the Lighthouse Singer. There's you ain't never heard of the Lighthouse Singers, and you know, and I commend you for that because there were other artists as well that because of you allowed us to connect. And look, Lighthouse Singers are coming to Miami. The Chosen Few is coming to Miami. And so it's a few that are new, brand new, that have never been to Miami in the area to sing, not to vacation. I know a few of them said they came to vacation, but for ministry sake, you know, it's their first time. So I want to commend you for doing that, for the networking part.
praise God. All the glory goes to
You're
the
very good
Lord.
with that.
And I thank him for connecting me with you, like I told Dunbar when he was on the first time. Look, that's Dez from Miami. I know you want to go to Miami. And he said, yes, we do. And God worked it out like he said.
Yep.
You know.
Yep, and I remember because when they came to me and asked me, hey, I'm looking for a new group. My brother said I need a new group that's never been to Miami, that wants to come to Miami and sing, and that are good.
That is
And I
good.
said, listen, that are good.
Yes, indeed. But we
And I
praise
said,
God.
check this group out. Check out the Lighthouse Singers.
Wow.
And we praise God that like I said, he told him you got to give him something. So Dunbar, you gave him something.
You got to deliver.
Yeah, right. Right.
Listen,
And when I
whatever
mean
you
you got
did
to
in
give them
California on that
and what
tour, we need you to bring that to Miami in a double, triple portion.
we coming. We coming. And what I mean by you got to bring them something of what is that um, if you have that goes back to investing in yourself. You have to have product to put in their hand because this is what people gonna remember you by. Some may forget what you sung that night, but it's gonna be
That's
hard for
right.
them to forget what you sung that night if you got it
If
on
they
that
have
CD.
product.
And
Yeah.
see, that's what I like
Listen,
about you too, Dunbar. Y'all start doing that, like you said early on. And you know, I tell groups that too. I tell them even if they don't have a song, have a T-shirt with their name on it or something. You know, just have something. Have
No,
something.
you got right now, Renee. They got to graduate from the T-shirt. I'm sorry, and no disrespect, but they're gonna have to graduate from the T-shirt because in the day and time that we live in, God say faith comes by hearing. Hey man, you got to give them something that they can hear. This is what's gonna push them. This is what's gonna promote them. This is
True.
this is the seed that we all need to go to get to the next city.
listen,
Right.
that's another stream.
That's another stream.
So
Right.
But
what you tell them, Dunbar, if they could just cut 3 songs on a CD, they need to have something.
absolutely, and
You got to have
I definitely agree with that.
yeah,
Where groups need product, they need
yeah,
product. They need to
yeah.
set up because people look for product. When they hear you
Correct.
sing, they want to buy.
Right.
They
Right.
come prepared. A lot of times, believe it or not, they come prepared with extra money to spend on product and material that you may have. So just
If
don't think that they don't want it. They
yeah,
want it. They
Well,
want it.
now
if
there's
if
some
if
people
I
do, but it's some people just want to hear you sing and they ain't gonna buy nothing. But it do have some people want
no
it though. You do
no
have people.
Listen,
Renee, Renee,
when they
let me
come to
tell you
them
something, Renee.
concerts, and,
Re-
and, and let me tell you this, and let me
mm,
tell you this. They
mm,
sometimes they buy just to be in their face. But either way, it's a
I know that's
stream.
true. Now that's true. Now that's
yeah,
true.
And
Renee,
I mean, it's flat out. It is what it is. You know,
yeah,
I work behind the scenes, so I
uh-huh,
know they.
yeah,
They'll spend the money just to take a
uh-huh,
picture, or just to shake your
yeah,
hand, or just to
yeah,
be in your face to say, hey, whatever the case may be. But
Re-
they're gonna
uh-huh,
look to spend that extra money.
yeah.
What you was about
Renee,
to say, Jared?
I'm I'm gonna give you a good example, Renee. We went to our California experience, right? This past Mother's Day uh, uh, week. We garnered right at $2,800 extra just from the table alone.
Now look, that's all right.
It
That's
was
all
we
right.
it was $1,000. We made 12. We made 12 right at $1,300 just in Oakland off the table.
That's all
Yeah.
right.
Off the table.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's
it's all in the numbers. It's all in the
yeah,
numbers, and
yeah,
it just tells you that people are still buying material. People are still buying product at these
yes.
concerts. And believe it or not, a lot of groups don't have their product. They don't bring it
Yep.
with them. But
Yeah.
you need to set up your tables. You need to set up your
And
tables. You
even if
need to
you got
bring product.
even if you got an SUV thing, because that's the thing that's going now. Even if you got that, but now the older people want CDs, so you need to have it all. You need to have it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah. You gonna need to have it all. I mean, and that's why I tell you, we have every format that's out here right now. The
All
Lighthouse have
right.
every format that's out here, from
Absolutely.
USB to DVD, USB to the DVD to the CD, or whatever it is that's needed. And whenever the technology
You got to
changes,
stay
you gonna
relevant.
you gonna see the Lighthouse with it.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
you gonna see the Lighthouse
All
with
right,
it.
Jerry. We're gonna let you go.
Okay.
Love you. Okay,
All
Des,
right.
what
Love
you
you
want
too.
to say to the people? What you want to say?
Listen, all I want to say is if you're in the Baton Rouge area or any of surrounding areas and you don't mind traveling, get to the Lighthouse Singers anniversary this Saturday night. It's their 43rd anniversary. So
43rd.
go out and support the Lighthouse Singers. It's an awesome, awesome group. You will love it. And the investment and what they pour out, they put their whole heart into it. So y'all don't leave them out there by themselves. Show up, be there, and enjoy the service.
All right. All right. We're out, Jerry.
Okay then.
All right. Good
All
night,
right.
Pastor Dunbar.
And that is the flyer right there, y'all. That is the flyer with all the information on it. And also, if y'all would like for us to keep bringing you stuff like this, we do have our information up how you can platform. But that is the flyer right there. That is the flyer. You got Gene Williams Production presents the Lighthouse Singers 43rd anniversary this coming Saturday, July the 27th. $25 advance, 30 at the door. Featuring the Lighthouse themselves, along with Dr. Kinsey and the Highlights, Tony Bush and the Deeks, Dexter Williams and the Disciples. Also, the sensational soul searchers, the legendary Lighthouse Gospel Singers, and George Jones and his group, and the beautiful MC out of Texas. And it's going to be at the Allen Chapel AME Church, 6175 Scenic Highway, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 70805. And Reverend Alonzo L. Williams is the host. Give you Gene Williams' number, and I'm gonna post Sylvia's information. And I know Barbara Scott tickets, but Gene Williams can tell you who all have tickets if you would like to get a ticket. And also, Pastor Jerry's church does have tickets for this program. But right now, we're going to play a couple more songs. We have a few more minutes, and we're going to play some songs from the groups that's going to be on that program. Check it out.
But we need a place of safety. Huh? How many of you in here could use a house of refuge tonight? I need a house of refuge and a place under the rock. Yeah. I need a house of refuge and a place of safety. Shelter that will stand upon the rock. Oh, everybody is running, looking for a place to hide. Look here. You can have your money. I want Jesus by my side. The stock markets are falling, bill collectors are calling, the children won't obey. Seems like nobody wants to pray. I need a house of refuge and a place of safety. That will stand upon the rock. Yeah. Place of safety. Shelter that will stand upon the rock. Oh, everybody is running, looking for a place to hide. Look at here, but I want Jesus by my side. The stock markets are falling, bill collectors are calling, the children won't obey. Seems like nobody wants to pray. House of refuge and a place of safety. A shelter that will stand upon the rock. Oh, yeah. I need a house of refuge and a place of safety. A shelter that will stand upon the rock. Yeah. I need a house of refuge. I need a house of refuge. Is there anybody? You need a house of refuge. Is there anybody? Need a place of safety. Oh, get on the rock. Get on the rock. Somebody get on the rock. Need to get on the rock. Get on the rock. Somebody want to know get on the rock. What rock I'm talking about. Get on the rock. I'm not talking about no crack. Get on the rock. I'm not talking about that. Get on the rock. Good God Almighty, yes. Get on the rock. And when you get on the rock, get on the rock. What you need to do, get on the rock. You need to rock on the rock. If you look around, rock on the rock. Somebody is rocking, rock on the rock. Rocking on the rock, rock on the rock. You can clap your hands, rock on the rock. Everything is all right, rock on the rock. Somebody wanna know who my rock really is. Rock. I wanna tell y'all tonight who my rock. You need to stand on your rock. Can I get me a witness? Somebody said, rock over here. Bless for me. Let me hide myself in thee.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. I don't want to go, but I got to go. Hey, y'all, share the video. Let somebody else see the interview with Brother Gerald Dunbar and Lady Dez and myself, the Princess of Radio.
I'm gonna stand on the word of God. What I want you to do, those of you that can pray sometime, let me tell you what to do. Oh, get on.
It's now come to the end of another broadcast with Heavenly Melodies and your host, Evangelist DJ Renee. My prayer is that something played and something said has blessed your soul on this day. God bless you. Until next time.